What's up, guys? I'm Polly, and this is totally not a film commentary about The Ring from 2002. It is 1 hour and 55 minutes. Excuse me. Sorry. I have horrible allergies. 1 hour and 55 minutes. It's a horror thriller. On IMDb, it has a 7.1 out of 10. The budget was 48 million. This is according to Google. The budget was 48 million and the box office was 249.4 million. That last one's according to Wikipedia also. Okay. How I of course The Ring of all films would fall into my lap, right? But how I ended up with this film commentary for The Ring is because the two other films I was gonna do ended up falling through for one reason or another. But I will be doing them. I don't like trying to redo a film commentary. So after some time, I'll go ahead and go back to those ones. But because of that, and the two movies were the original My Bloody Valentine, and the other one was The Alchemist Cookbook, which I still ended up watching. That one's interesting, so I'm definitely gonna be redoing that one. I was actually going to post my incomplete one, but I don't see a reason to right now. So, yeah. I was just scrolling through Hulu and boom, The Ring. Which, I mean, we've already done The Grudge. We've done the Blair Witch series, so yeah, might as well throw The Ring if I could find The Ring too, also. Might as well throw that in there too. I feel like, back in the day at least, The Grudge and The Ring used to bump heads when people would argue about which one was better. So, that'll be a good compare and contrast. I think that The Ring ended up making more money. I'll have to fact check myself on that. Hold on. I'm making a note because this is something I really want to do, compare and contrast The Grudge and The Ring. I just remember people would oftentimes have that argument. It's hard to read and write. I mean, it's hard to talk and write at the same time. So yeah, definitely that. Let me go ahead and fact check myself. This is why I keep notes, so I don't have to pull it up on the computer. I promise you, we will get to watching a movie here. Let's see. Where is... Did I compare the... Yeah, okay. Oh! I don't have any box office information in my notes for that one, for The Grudge. Let me go ahead and Google it then. I thought I did. Either I wasn't doing the box office, how much they made at the box office yet, and I was just focused on budgets, or I don't know, something else maybe. But also another one, if I could get my hands on it, would be One Missed Call. That one, not the US version though, the Japanese version. I forgot what it's called, but that has to be one of the scariest movies that I have seen. But yeah. Once again, trying to type and talk at the same time. Not my forte. Box office. Oh. What? Am I gonna have to correct myself? Because I wrote this down as their budget, and it's saying this is their box office. Hmm. It says Grudge's box office was 49.5 million, but what was their budget? 20. Okay, I may have already put my notes away, so I may have gotten that right. Okay, so The Grudge. Oh snap! That's for the what? The Grudge 2020. Another Grudge came out. When? Oh, I'm gonna have to watch that. This is what I get for watching old stuff. What? The Grudge 2020 is on Hulu. Snap. Okay, hold up. I had the Ring queued up and everything. Was I watching The Grudge on Hulu in the first place? Ah, with stars. Hmm. Well, I guess at some point in time I may be able to see it. Not today though. So in that case, I'm going to go ahead, click back in. I also saw that I got a fair amount of views for quite literally for film commentaries. I got a fair amount of views on Willy's Wonderland, so that was interesting. Because it's a movie. It's a pretty okay movie. I like Nicolas Cage. That's all I'm saying. But okay. So compare and contrast Grudge and The Ring. Really, I guess there is no comparison. It seems like The Ring put in double the budget. Oh gosh, I feel like the more I'm starting to think about The Grudge, um, if The Ring has double the budget that The Grudge had, it's probably gonna look a lot better. Because the whole time I was watching The Grudge, I was just like, maybe if they could have put a little bit more money into special effects. That's how I felt about that. Oh, did I also mention Hans Zimmer did the music for The Ring? So, a large portion of that budget probably went to, to Hans Zimmer. But I'm looking forward to just hearing the sound. So, okay, let me get this started up and we'll get into it because this movie is not as small and it's 1:55. An hour 55. So, yeah, I guess I have nothing else to say. This was a pretty lengthy intro. I gotta start putting skips for if you want to skip the first part. But yeah, okay. So, I'm gonna do this like we've been doing it. I'm going to move this Arizona can. I am doing this relatively earlier than I do it, so I've been drinking my coffee, and this might be a very energetic commentary. But yeah, so starting at. Oh, I got an ad. Oh, joy. Oh, no, I don't. Cool. That was weird. Ad block is kind of funky on Hulu. But here we go. So I'm going to start the countdown. We're going to press play, and I'm going to try to remember to do call outs. Let me go ahead and write that down. And hopefully I can get through this one. To do call outs. And then I get to go back and do My Bloody Valentine and The Alchemist Cookbook, which I genuinely want to do a film commentary on that one. It is a very interesting film. Okay, so here we go. 3, 2, 1, play. I do remember this intro. A DreamWorks horror film. I just got hot coffee up my nose. The waves aren't necessarily magnetic. She looks like Anne Hathaway from Princess Diaries. So many of these movies got the scary movie treatment. What? How do you go from faking to being really scared? Did she or did she not watch the TV, I guess, is what my question is. Don't answer. They didn't watch the video though. Oh. This is interesting because I haven't seen it like in a moment. I know she saw all of that water from like down the hall. There's no reason to step in it. That was cool. That was a cool little sequence. Oh yeah. That's that's so believable. No one no one at all was thinking you were having an argument on the phone moments ago. So much that she built up a portfolio of them. I have actually just been taking a lot of notes this time. To I will say something that I did just write, though. Hold on. And I should have said going into this, I remember this movie being very dialogue heavy. And it almost honestly seems a little too well put together. This film is very story driven. I guess those would be the right words. Gosh, it does just seem very well put together. Like, just color palette. The music pulls it all together. GG's, Hans. GG's. How are you just gonna say that at someone's funeral? Save that family argument for a different time. Meet Dave. I guess if Dave's the father, then saying something like that isn't that cool to say. Wow. Timing is everything in this film. Speaking of timing, we're at 1:39 30. 1 hour 39 minutes 30 seconds. He reminds me of the frontman in the band in Jennifer's Body. It's not him, though. Same haircut. Is she a reporter? She really be asking questions. I'm sorry. I just keep readjusting my headset. I know this is probably not much of a commentary. It's really interesting. I'm going to come away with a lot to say after this commentary. I guess also during, right? That's the point of a commentary. Ah, she is a reporter. I made really good coffee this morning, gosh. You can't just fire someone like that. I want a pin like that. One of those, like, correcting pins. I just want to write with it. I write with a fountain pen. It's amazing. Oh my goodness. This film is not just story driven, but it is so heavily story driven that it's just like, it's like a different genre of horror film. Nope. Just all together. There are a lot of horror films like this, though. Lending libraries? So someone put it there. She ain't gonna pay for them, though. American Express. It's a business trip. I feel like American Express is mostly used for, like, business. That doesn't make up for the fact that you definitely did it wrong the first time. And who would stay in a cabin that looks like that? It looks like mold galore. Obviously set building though, it looks pretty cool. Gosh, geez, the atmosphere that is just created in this film is so impressive. Like, it's like 50% dialogue, 50% atmosphere. No, it's like 50% dialogue, 25% atmosphere, 25% color palette. Gosh. I wonder who they actually got to like create this video for this for The Grudge. Unless they did it themselves. That one did not get me. That jump scare. She's locked in now. It's like a timeshare. I mean, she was already kind of trying to figure out what happened in the first place. That is some very spreadable peanut butter. Ooh, was that Knott's Berry Farm jam? That kid has to walk to school in the rain? Yeah, but you should not watch it. You'd be surprised. They are dead from watching a videotape. No, dude, no! Oh my gosh. She didn't tell him the whole story. She wasn't like, listen, if you watch this, you're gonna die in 7 days. You're just like, I don't care. Show me the tape. Because he thinks he'll still be alive after 7 days. Everyone just got massive TVs that you could just watch whatever they're doing from the balcony. Oh, is that just that? Is that like part of the point? Like what other people are watching, and then she's like watching, or is she like putting two and two together? How many other people it could affect if they were to watch the tape, you know? Right? He gets it. Very student film. It's a phone call for you, dude. Oh gosh. Yeah, the last thing we need is a copy of this video. We're at 120. Oh, dang it. We're at 123.26. Oh, so she let him miss his phone call. First of all, how on earth does this ghost or whatever have access to one, VHS taping equipment, and two, random people that watch their video cell phone, not even cell phone numbers, just phone numbers? Gosh, that makes burning CDs look like such a jump in technology. Yeah, I guess since she's already watched it and she's gonna die in 7 days, then she could just keep watching it and studying it. That's wild what's going on there. Oh my gosh. Oh snap. That's Abby from NCIS. She's she's in the ring. That's wild. Are they gonna? I was about to say they're gonna get her to watch the video too. The style of this whole entire film is just dope. It grows on you. Also, no one else should have to die. It's more. She just walked under a ladder. Oh, that's the friend. Yeah, but it was this joke, non joke, joke thing. That's my cup, if you're wondering what that popping sound is. She hasn't seen the video though, has she? Okay, first of all, she's existed like this for like the span of three, maybe 5 days to a week. And she could just tell how close people are to dying. I always thought this was the coolest part of the movie. That fly scene is the coolest part of the movie, hands down. Oh, they watched the film. Those horses did. She's been making prints. She's been making copies. She's been making photocopies. She's been taking prints off of cursed VHS tapes. She's had photos developed. She's probably transcribing. She is doing the most right now. Oh, I thought she was writing this whole time. That's such a basic effect. She is there. You can't hear her choking? Jeez. That is wild. Jeez, I don't remember ever seeing that part. There's some wild little sequences in this film. As smart as that kid is, what did she not tell him anything? Like the story she's working on, or maybe, hey, don't watch this tape. That's understandable. Oh my gosh. He's barely coming around. What? Wait. What? That's wild. This whole entire time I was just thinking he was a friend. I had no idea that that's the father of her kid. Oh, no wonder why she didn't care. if he if he watched the tape. Hmm. The Ring. That's what this movie's all about. Dude, you're letting it get wet. I like how the kid was smart enough to have an umbrella, but they're just like, I'll just wear a hood. They could be way less drenched. You need an umbrella in rain like that, not just the hood. Just saying. That's a nice watch. Dude, you're cursed. Why would you stress out an animal? That sound was horrifying. Dude, just walk away. Why do you need to pet the horse this badly? This is a very fast moving scene. Are you serious? Really? Really, movie? You're gonna. Gosh. Where are they running to? Yeah, I'm sorry. What were you gonna be able to do? All she had to do? I don't know why I'm being so loud. Dang. This recording's probably gonna sound so off. All she had to do was not walk up to the horse. She costed that horse's life. We are at 56.5. 56 minutes, 5 seconds. Follow the CGI flies. Gosh, the music is so nice. I love strings. That's a lot of numbers for an address. This is happening on the West Coast? It did not seem like it. Either that or I'm just not paying attention today. There's the mirror. Why is there a film about your wife's life that is cursing people to death? You need to chill out. Oh, snap. What if it's not his wife that's trying to communicate through the video? Oh, my pen. But what if it's his daughter? That seems more likely. Yeah, you're sneaking around, but you're being just ultra mega loud. Cause that makes sense. That's how you gotta do it. I hate bloody noses. Samara. My gosh. Are those lithographs? Why won't she start at the beginning? I saw a video. Made copies of video that it was apparently physically impossible to make copies of. I made copies of everything. Just, dude, all the research she has made, and she's just out here like, I'm seeing things. She took photocopies of stuff. Just show everyone your proof. Richard Morgan. Haha. We're at 4110. There's that mirror again. How convenient. Everyone has a VHS player. How does that happen? What is it? Centipedes are usually just like in the ground. They're not hanging out between papers. This. Okay, I wasn't gonna talk about like framing and camera angles or anything till the end, but that camera angle right there and framing just looks amazing. Just saying. Does he have more ice picks in his hand, or what? Snap! GG's to her walking after that. What in the world is he walking around with? That surge protector with those copper wires sticking in it. Oh my gosh, this is intense. They should back away from the water because it's probably electrified. I mean, she just witnessed, like, all of that just happened. I don't think she's okay. You can't just be like, you're alright. Heh! You didn't go look in there first, did you? I am out of coffee. No. Kinda want more. Those are some adorably drawn horses. Even if they were dead horses. Or ghost horses, I guess, is more so. That was an intense scene, though. That was really intense. Gosh. Ah, the ladder. How high? How high up does that ladder go? I couldn't be up that high. I would fear heights. That would freak me out. Nothing would feel stable. See, that still doesn't explain how she could just call people. Oh, was she able to make those pictures with, like, by burning? The girl from The Ring has powers. Is she down there? Did I just see her? No. At the end. Day 7. Obviously, she couldn't, like, solve this before 7 days. She couldn't first 48 it. We're at 31:05. That looks like they're really on a set right there. Though, like, filming on sets does help to, like, control atmosphere and, like I said, color palette. Those two things, definitely. They can't get this in a natural setting. I like that, the red and the green. It's the ring! I wonder if there was an easier way to get in there than ripping the floor up. That could not have been that easy. That seemed pretty solid. There's some irony here because I've been watching Winona Earp. They're gonna find Doc Holliday down there. That is always everyone's first inclination when they... Oh, that's gross. Oh, it's from swelling. Or something. Jeez. That's a cool little scene. Like, what they would have to do to get that to happen. CGI cannot accomplish. But when people usually find very deep holes, the first thing they want to do is drop something down it. Oh, there was a fly. Yo. Everyone else's 7 days didn't end like that. I guess hers didn't end. Oh, at least she had her flashlight. That would suck if not. Is that a finger? What was that? Fingernail. Oh. Why? How? How does that happen to you? And then all of a sudden, he's not gonna be able to push it off. Unscrew it, you. Oh gosh. Flashback time. Remember? In Grudge, there was a terrible flashback. Or at least the acting in it was terrible. The more I think about it, for Ring the show, that lid would not be able to stay on there. It's such a nice watch. Okay, yeah, she was still alive, but if she weren't alive, it still would not be. It would still be just as bad. I mean, she's a mom killing her child. That's bad. That was a good use of CGI right there. Please answer this dude. Your flashlight is shining right on her. She hears you. Oh my gosh. This is the first time I'm seeing law enforcement in this whole film. And law enforcement should have been called in when there were dead teenagers, but there you have it. Oh, at least thank you for answering that question. Who knows if that's actually factual? I'm pretty sure they're just like, that's that. That was us explaining the whole 7 days thing. If you were confused as to why you would die in 7 days. That's not even like a comfortable spot on the floor. I forgot this scene was from. Oh, wait. Never mind. Isn't the hand scene? Isn't that in the ring, or is that in the garage? Can't believe I'm asking that. Or it's like the hand in the shower. Or is that just like a scary movie? Oh, the chameleons on the pillowcase. How much seating does he need where he lives? I'm seeing a lot of chairs. We're at 14:33. That's gonna be the last call. Last call out. Who drives like this? Was she only spared because she helped her survive? And Home Chick is still just off killing people? Jeez, that's a lot of stairs. Nah, he's dead. They really did just Walking Dead that. Made them look all happy together, and then boom. Gosh, all of the reflection in the water. Oh, oh snap. Good thing you took the stairs. She, like, still has your phone number. And a whole bunch of other people's. Oh, snap. Hmm. That was really good. That was really good. Oh, let me stretch real quick. Ah, okay. Whew. Let's take in some of these Hans Zimmer sounds for a moment while I gather my notes on this. Figure out what time it is too. 12:05. Nice. Well, okay now. So it was good. The Ring. Yeah. It was good. It was really good. It's well, I'll just go through the notes. We'll start there. Um and I don't I feel like this goes without saying, but when I do my notes, it is I write them down throughout, so it goes earliest to latest. First thing I said was, oh yeah, and so in that whole first sequence, and this actually ends up getting answered, but I was like, so did they or did they not watch the tape? Obviously, we know that one of them did watch the tape, one of them didn't, but it's like, why would she even be playing like that if she did watch the tape? That's a little messed up. Especially when her friends were probably already dying, but I guess they all died maybe that same night. And then I do like that little sequence, which you actually do end up seeing, like, those little ring type sequences all throughout. I do want to read the book for this. Um, Here's why. Very early on, I decided I'm not going to talk about camera angles or just cinematography, whatever. Camera angles. It's more than that. But the organization of the scene. I wasn't going to talk about that very early on because it was, it's a very well made film. And I feel like, or at least whatever camera they're using, the camera quality is really high. It looks very just professional, but at the same time, like, it has everything that you can appreciate in quality film work. And so it's just weird. It's like going to a nice restaurant, expecting nice food and getting nice food. Like, that should be expected. So it's just like, I want to appreciate this, but obviously, this film should look this way. You know what I mean? Especially coming out of DreamWorks. It is so dialogue heavy. It is this film is 98% dialogue. I think I even wrote that down someplace else. Oh, wait, no, I said something else. But it is so dialogue heavy. But it does have, because of that, I think, it has a lot of rewatchability. Like, you could watch this film several times over. Maybe not, like, often in a row, you know? But, you know, like, I would definitely put this into the pile of Friday night pizza and a movie. Throw The Grudge on. I guess I said The Grudge. Throw The Ring on. I guess that's the whole thing, though, right? That's why they're kind of similar, is the fact that you could just throw them on and watch them. This one, a little bit more, if not as confusing as trying to follow the storyline. I will say The Grudge was dizzying, trying to follow that storyline. The Ring, not so much, and it sets you up for a sequel in a pretty awesome way, but also, gosh, it's pretty intense. What else do I got here? I kept talking about how story driven it is, and you really gotta follow if it tries to answer all your questions, but it also leaves a lot of questions. The fly scene is my favorite scene of the whole film, definitely. I don't know why. It's such a classic scene, something to remember from this film. Oh, and then I said, this movie is 98% research. A lot of this movie is just them trying to figure out what's going on, and it's just research. It's just them doing research. It's a movie about research. That scene where she had that, like, that thing coming out of her throat, that was wild. I do not remember that scene at all. I did at one point become a little bit confused with the storyline, but I think they cleared that up. I did like a lot of the camera angles that were used, like, in an artistic point of view, but also just, like, oh gosh, in some ways, the camera angle itself could be just, like, silent storytelling. And it can reveal just so much, or it can really set the mood. So, I genuinely appreciated that. I really liked that about this film. But gosh, if this movie was not lengthy, it's straight up almost 2 hours. It is pretty lengthy. That's the only thing about The Ring. I don't like how long it is. I don't like films that are almost 2 hours long. But also, I feel like an hour 30 could just be like something on TV, but then, like, I feel like you want somewhere between an hour 40 and an hour 45, honestly. That's like the sweet spot. Not too long, not too short. Or I guess 90 minutes is an hour 30, so little over 90 minutes. 100 minutes. You can really get lost in the story, yeah. But it's more well put together, I think, than The Grudge. The story is. It's a little bit easier to follow, and I appreciate that. Also, they didn't answer this question, but I wish I knew why the mom actually killed the kid if she wanted the kid. Like, they don't explain that mother-daughter relationship all that well. And that's what was confusing me in some parts. Also, how was she able to use technology? That has been my biggest question for, like, the entirety of this movie. How is she able to make phone calls, and how is she able to get recorded onto a VHS tape, and just a bunch of hows. How is it possible, you know? And then also Abby from NCIS is in here, and I think that's super awesome. So, I only know her from NCIS. But yeah, I don't watch NCIS anymore. But yeah, that was it. This has already been kind of a long recording. Definitely, we're over 2 hours, so I'm not even going to waste any more time. Thank you for listening if you made it this far. Thanks for watching a movie with me. I'm Polly, and this has totally not been a film commentary about The Ring. And I'm re-impressed by it, but also I don't expect I like when you see such a drastic difference between budget and box office, you can assume it's either gonna be a little clickbaity or it's gonna be good. And The Ring is good. Like I was saying, it's in a different genre of horror film. It's not the jump scares serve their purpose, but it's not meant to just scare you. It's meant to tell more of a story. There's some films that are like that. I think films that are completely opposite from the storytelling type of scary movies are just like one's like VHS. Something more slasher heavy, and more shock heavy than just like suspense and like slight horror. But yeah, I like it. Oldie but a goodie. I can't wait to check out The Grudge 2020 when I can get a hold of that. And also, I want to try and get The Ring too. So that's what I'm going to be working on and figuring out, and also redoing the films that fell through. But that's all that I'm going to be about for a while. So yeah, like I said, totally not a film commentary about The Ring. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Thank you for hanging out with me. Peace.